Starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here. For those of you who are returning and who are my subscribers, thank you for coming back for another message from Spirit. Just a quick note, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I am available. My calendar is open. Check out capellawellness.com. I have plenty of services there because I do a lot of work with my clients, and check out the Capella memberships that I have as well. You get exclusive content. It's kind of like Patreon, but I built it on my own platform where you get additional guidance like what needs to be healed for the month, what needs to be unblocked for the month, and you will also have access to daily guidance. I will do videos for every day of the week. It's at least 3 to 5 videos a week to help supplement the readings that you watch here on YouTube, okay? There are different tiers. All of the different tiers have different perks, so I would highly recommend that you check that out to help you with your spiritual growth, because that's what this is about. All right, guys, with that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope you are fantastic. My cat just jumped on my chair when I said that. Anyway, I'm sending you many blessings and much, much love, as I always do, Scorpio. So if you haven't watched my other readings, these are a little bit different this week because I tried to do something different because the devil has been trying to keep me from my work, and all types of crazy shit happened the past few weeks. So I thought that I can cut some things off of my normal readings, but that didn't work because my guides, and they're laughing at me every time I say this in every video, because they say to me, Jess, you're not the reader who does short readings. I know that, but I was kind of hoping maybe that I could do something a little bit shorter, but my guides are like, nope, that's not you. That's not part of your mission work. I'm like, okay, no worries. Right? No worries. I'm fine with that. So I'm like, okay. So what I decided was that everybody else's zodiac sign was going to be done the same way instead of, giving, going back to the regular readings for the later signs. So we're going to just do what's going on with you right now, what obstacles you are facing, what lessons you are learning from the situation for your personal growth, because this is really the meat and potatoes of this, guys. This is why you are here. This is what tarot is about. So that part is more important. I will still do that. And then I'll just close out the reading with guidance, okay? And next week, I'm going to go back to doing my other stuff to include the full moon in Sagittarius mini reading, okay? So let's see what's going on with you at this time, Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio at this time? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I just heard, and I think this happened last week. There's a Timothy here. Oh my God. I need to sit half lotus position for this one. We have look guys, it's a huge stack of cards. I don't know what's going on. It's the Two of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess. That's Pisces energy. Pisces keeps coming up in these readings. In Scorpio's readings, the Fool and the Five of Swords. We have, how many major arcana do we have? Hold on. They want me to do this in order, as they always do. Wheel of Fortune is 1. High Priestess is 2. Fool is 3. You've got 3 major arcana back to back. Wow. Five of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so what's going on with you guys, Scorpio? Somebody's missing somebody pretty badly. Somebody feels a lot of shame and regret for what they did, or you guys are kind of like, down and out. It's like you're disappointed. Like things aren't working out in your favor. It's kind of like I'm kind of drowning here. I'm heard drowning in your love. That's actually a Backstreet Boys song. It's called Drowning, which is funny. That's coming in my head. But anyway, there's Five of Cups here. Yeah, some of you feel shame, regret. You're missing somebody really badly, or You are just like, I just can't deal with this. Like everything that I try to do, it's not working out. Okay. There's sadness. There's a lot of grief here. Be careful if you're depressed, Scorpio, because you really need to raise your vibration, because nothing really comes to you when you're in a that low of a vibration, okay? If you're feeling really depressed and you can't get out of it, I highly recommend you seek professional help, please, okay? Be careful with that. And remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who's watching this. Keep your unhealthy ego in check and make sure that you're honest with yourself, okay? Again, for whoever this is, if you're depressed, please seek out help, okay? Everything happens for a reason, okay? Everything, and even the really tough stuff, guys. I know it's hard to hear, but it does. God has a purpose here. So you got to look at the silver lining of the situation, okay? If you got rejected or things aren't going your way, it's because it's not part of your spiritual path. It's not part of your destiny. It won't lead you to your paradise. You may think, well, I thought that this was going to be it, especially if God told you to do something. Where's the lesson being learned in that, right? What changes do you need to make to really better understand, okay, why do I feel heavy? Why do I feel disappointed? Why do I feel so saddened by this? Maybe that's something that you need to ask yourself. Some of you really need to learn to accept things for the way that they are. Okay? Acceptance, tolerance. This is also a forgiveness card. The other side of this card is forgiveness. This is emotional baggage. This emotional baggage for some of you is weighing you down. You have to release this, Scorpio. This is for some of you, not for all of you. Remember, everything's not going to fit for everybody, but you better be honest with your situation. We're all human. We all go through this, okay? I've been through this on and off with my business alone, and I'm like, oh my God, really? I mean, I went through that just yesterday. But here's the thing. I start getting into this, and my vibration dips again, and I'm like, nope, I got to get myself out of that. I need to see the silver lining. There's 2 cups behind you, Scorpio. God's got like, why are you focusing on these down cups when I have something even better for you? And your thought, I thought this was better for me. I thought this is what you wanted for me. God's like, hold on. I'm preparing you for something bigger. I'm preparing you for something greater. You still have 2 cups. 2 of cups is right freaking here. Like-minded friends, a soulmate, a partnership, a mutual attraction with someone, a union with someone, unconditional love, both of you ready to receive and give it. That's what some of you are not seeing. If you are in this low vibrational energy for a definite amount of time, guys, you're going to be pushing this away because you're not in alignment with this. This is agape violet flame frequency. This is whatever the lowest frequency is. I can't tell you. The red wave. If you want to look at the Roy G. Biv frequencies, okay? This is too low to attract this, okay? Now, you really have to understand, again, that everything happens for a reason. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. With everything negative comes something positive. It's something that I had to learn. It took me a long time to learn this, guys, okay? Because I've gone through this too. And again, just yesterday, all right? I set something up, and it was like, okay, everyone was like, oh yeah, cool, this is going to work out. And everything was all gung-ho about it, whatever, and it fell flat in my face. And this is like, I don't know, the 5th time that I've done something similar. And it's like, when is it going to give? Like, I get disappointed again, and then I'm like, stop, just get you know better. There's a reason why this is not, oh my God, they just told me something. This for me personally, guys, I can't say what it is. There is a reason why this is not happening on this day. Or this is a reason why this is not working out. Because I've got something better than what you were planning to do, than what you were setting up. Okay? But you guys kind of have to use that discernment, or just really look at it that way. It's looking at the other side of the coin, right? There are two sides to every coin, right? So it's like, and then you've got two cups here. You know, you don't get one thing, but that's because it's not for you. There's always something better for you. And the something better card is here. All right? So say, man, you know what? Look at these setbacks as setups. I learned this in the YouTube video, and I can't remember who said it. I believe it was Joel Osteen. Yeah, I think it was him. And I can't tell you what video it was because there's so many of them. And there was a song that popped up on my feed that same day. She literally said setbacks or setups. So I'm like, okay, this is a huge message for me. When it came in twice like that, one in the Joel Osteen video and another one in an actual song with lyrics on it, I said, okay. And as I analyzed everything, I started to realize, okay, God's preparing me for something greater. I need to go through this to better understand what I'm learning. Again, what can I learn from this? What can I change about my viewpoint on this to get me out of Five of Cups energy? And then I'm remembering there's Two of Cups there. Oh my God. And I had an epiphany yesterday with regards to my mission work. Oh my God, I see it now. Sorry guys, I tend to have epiphanies when I do readings for some of you, and I know you guys are very, very powerful people, so I'm kind of picking up from your energies too. So I started to realize about my work, and I said to myself, well, you know, are people really going to get my messages? Are really people going to pay attention? Am I really helping people? I know I am helping people, but I'm an overachiever sometimes, and I had to be careful with that too, because I want to really help a tremendous amount of people. I love helping others, and I love it when, you know, people come to me and it's kind of like, holy cow, you know, you really changed my perspective on things, and I see life differently, and it took me a while, but I get it now, and then I see things changing for them, and the sun starts shining in their lives, and it's like, I love that. Not that I need that validation, but it really makes me feel happy because I'm like, I'm actually helping people. So for me, I was realizing like, okay, you know what? It is what it is. I know there's a purpose. And then it hit me because there's been somebody who's been watching my work, my videos, my teachings for a very long time. And the person that I was here to help the most, in a sense, I wasn't here to handhold this person, but I was here to help them teach something. And that person who's been watching my teachings, because it teaches, you know what I teach when I do these readings. I am not a fortune teller. This is not what this is for. This person was learning from me. And this person has a very significant role on this planet. And it hit me, and it hit me again just now. I was like, wait a minute. My work, everything that I've been doing, all these setbacks, all these disappointments were actually, there was a silver lining. There was something better that I was doing than what I was looking at. It's teaching this person about unconditional love for themselves and for others, about forgiveness. This card I said is about forgiveness. The Two of Cups, when two people come together, they're able to forgive each other for what's happened between them. They let bygones be bygones. Their vibration raises because of that. Look at the light above them. And they're peering into these cups to remind them of the self-love that they need to maintain for themselves, because we are here to love ourselves first. We cannot have somebody love us in the way we want to be loved if we don't love ourselves. That's what that holy grail is. And all the hardships and all the disappointments and all the unfortunate things that happen, it's here to learn. Get you to learn about forgiveness, about unconditional love, so that when you're in alignment with that, you attract the person at the same frequency, and you end up having this beautiful divine connection. It's a divine companionship here. You guys are aligned. Same morals, same values. You look at things a similar way. You filled your cup first, and now you're ready to have that, to give that cup to somebody else. And it's the same level of water, if you will. It's not like one person's got a cup full and the other person's got it empty. Nope. Both of you have cups that are fully full. Some of you have cups that are overflowing. So what I ended up realizing was that my work was actually teaching somebody very huge. And it's not just one person, it's other people. It's preparing people to have relationships like this. These are divine relationships, but you get to union with self first before this happens. It's the highest form of love is what this is. I'm here to teach that. And I don't have to like teach a whole bunch of people or like gazillion, 10,000, 50,000, a million people. Maybe it'll get to that. I don't know. But if I'm able to teach somebody this, how to get to here, I've done my job. And this one person that was watching me, they learned a lot from what I had to say. And apparently that was the bigger purpose for right now, for what I was asked to do here. This was also a bigger purpose to help me to be able to better understand this also. But anyway, again, the setbacks are setups. Someone's getting ready to reconcile with somebody. They want to resolve conflicts. They're ready to give and receive love. There is definitely a union here. This is happening a lot. It's going to be happening a lot very soon in Gemini season or the month of June for quite a few counterparts, soulmates, okay? This card came out first, which means this is the biggest energy here in this stack of cards. This person's ready for a new adventure. They're leaving that old life behind. They probably could be very well be tired of being single, because I got this in Cancer's reading, because Cancer did get this in their lesson learned position, okay? And this individual's like, you know what? I know there's something better. I'm ready for this new life. I'm ready to be fully fulfilled, and they want that fulfillment with this person. They're on their way to the Ten of Cups. And that person that they're aligned with now, that they absolutely love dearly and they care for and they want to spend the rest of their lives with, because this could be marriage, this person's going to get them to the Ten of Cups, because that's essentially what they wanted the entire time. Probably all their life. No more options, no more low vibrational relationships, inauthentic relationships, no more dating around, no more having a job where they're unfulfilled, no more unfulfillment, period. This person's like, I'm done with being unemotionally fulfilled. I'm done with that heaviness, that emotional baggage, and just like, I can't forgive. And this person's like, now I can do it. And it set them free. They're like, I'm free of this nonsense because I've been able to forgive. And I understand that the setbacks were setups. Again, there's somebody here who misses somebody a lot. I can't keep missing this person because they want this with this person. And it's like, I got to walk away from all of that. This life that I've been living, I don't want to live this life anymore. I don't want to act happy when I'm not. I don't want to keep lying to myself and others. Yeah, I'm fine, guys. Everything's good. No. If you're doing that, Scorpio, you're doing yourself a huge disservice when you could have something incredibly beautiful. And some of you are receiving this. because you walked away from your past. You said, like, I can't keep living this life when I'm not really happy. I know there's a better life out there for me. I know I can have Two of Cups relationships where there's strong passion, but there's a deep soul connection there. And you're like, I walked away. I don't want to live this life anymore. This is crap. Being emotionally fulfilled sucks. The emotional baggage sucks. Nobody wants to be in this, right? But that's our own doing. You have to be the one to walk away from all that crap that makes you feel like really sad and like nothing will come of this situation. That's not true, Scorpio. Some of you are like, I'm leaving this life behind. I gotta let the past go. I gotta leave this life that it's just like, it's not for me anymore. Some of you are really going to work on your emotional healing. Some of you are going to be businessmen, businesswomen. You're going to be working on how to better manifest things into the physical because it deals with your internal vibration, nothing else. You do your hard work. You achieve mastery with healing of the self. You become this master manifester. You know what's of value to you, and that is your health, your well-being, your emotional, spiritual, mental, physical state. Focusing on yourself is important, and know that you are enough, that you are of value, and you have to be valuing the vessel that God gave you if you want your life around you to change. Can't be in this disappointment. This sadness is that you can't keep drowning anymore. You got to start swimming to the surface. You guys are starting to realize that you create your abundance. But the big thing here is that inner wealth is more important than outer wealth or material wealth. When you get to the place of what is really of value to you, and you work on yourself, and you get into alignment with that highest frequency, the violet flame, watch how your life shifts. Watch how you start to manifest everything your heart's desires because you're so high vibrational. You don't have to work 60-hour work weeks to make a buck, okay? To make a lot of money. You don't have to overextend yourself to live the good life. You work with God, you work on yourself, and you raise your vibration and watch all the abundance just fall to you. But you are doing the hard work. You're doing what God asks you, and God takes care of the rest. There's something here about something about a single life. Somebody who's like, they want to be a father, they want to be a husband, both. They want to provide. Somebody here could have very well achieved a lot of wealth, or they worked very hard, or they have a successful business and they're wealthy. They have a lot of money coming in, and they're like, I don't have anybody to share this with. This person is generous and very giving, but there's something about being the role of the ultimate provider and protector for somebody, of giving them what they gave to them, of being dependable, because maybe they weren't dependable before. And they're like, I want people to be able to rely on me, instead of being like, oh, this person, I can't rely on them. They're not trustworthy. This is a very trustworthy person. But this person's changing that, or they've already changed that, or you're going to change that. Take it how it resonates. I want a life of stability. And this is a married person. I want my Queen of Pentacles. And I think you guys might have gotten that message before. I want a different life. I want to provide for others. I want to provide for my soulmate, for my counterpart. I don't want this life anymore that's just like nothing good's coming out of this. This person probably thought that this was going to be the best life ever, but they're starting to realize as they get older, as they mature, they're like, no. Again, being like a bachelor or bachelorette, they're like, no, it's not really working out for me anymore. You know, thinking that things were hopeless, that's all. If you think things are hopeless, guys, you got to change that. You got to change your mental state. Watch your thoughts. Some of you have very dark thoughts about, like, you know, moving towards something that you really want to do. You're like, can I change? Can I really be successful? Can I have that business? Can I be the ultimate provider and protector? Can I achieve that material wealth? Is it too late? It's not too late if you think it's too late, Scorpio. It is never too late. Others of you could be thinking about, I don't want to be alone anymore. I'm hearing You'll Never Be Alone by Anastasia. And then there's the song by James Morrison called I Won't Let You Go. You don't have to be alone. It's kind of like stop being alone. There's no time to be alone anymore. Some of you are like, I don't want to be alone anymore. But you're never alone, Scorpio. Remember that. You have your guides, your angels, and your ancestors, but I get it. There's a difference between being lonely and alone. What I'm getting for some of you are alone but not lonely. You've been able to manage this, right? Because this person, he's not really in complete despair in this card. But he's kind of having this thought like, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. I don't want to be alone anymore. But this person's like, I need to do something about that then. If I know there's somebody for me, if I know there's a counterpart, or if I know there's someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with, then what am I doing just sitting around? I gotta do something. I gotta go head towards go get the 2 of Cups so I could have my 10 of Cups type of thing. And it's like, you know, I gotta get away from this. I'm not lonely, but I don't want to be alone either. That's why I'm getting that energy with that King of Pentacles. And this could be female too, okay, guys? So it's masculine energy. But some of you, like, there's something about being married or being a father, even being a mother. Let's put that there. If you're female, you know, being, you know, sharing others with others, like what you've created, what you've built, what you've grown, what you've manifested even. But it's kind of like, I don't want to do this anymore. There's also like regret and hopelessness a lot. Somebody's very regretful for what they did. Because maybe also God presented them with this. See the 2 of Cups? God gave them, hey, look, here's your God-ordained kingdom spouse. Here's your person. And you didn't take that cup. You didn't even see that. And you're like, shit, I really feel shameful. I really regret not taking that. Because you could have walked away from it initially, or your person walked away from you. Or maybe you both did it. You walked away first and kept walking away from your person, and then at some point, they ended up walking away from you. And that caused this. Okay? That's for somebody here. And then you felt a lot of remorse. Why did I do that? Maybe you felt remorse because maybe you walked away from this connection because you were saying, I want to focus on my money. I want to build for myself. Now, here's the thing, Scorpio. If you were the one who walked away from this connection initially because you wanted to work on your finances, as long as you weren't being greedy, that's not a bad thing. Because if your finances weren't there before and you were like being ruled by materialism, being like this very jealous person, ruled by money, controlling people with money, or you were just so money hungry, you didn't care about anything else. You didn't care about love. You didn't care about people. You didn't care about your well-being. You just cared about money. If you walked away because you got greedy, that's why you feel remorse. A lot of regret. Now, but if you change that and you were like, you know what? I need to work on myself. I need to heal myself. I want to be abundant, but I don't want to be focused on the money. I want to attract abundance. I want to attract material wealth. And some of you realize, okay, I want to be ruled by money anymore. I don't want to go chase the dollar anymore. I want to attract the dollar. I want to attract money, but I have to focus on my health here, my well-being. And you guys realize that. Because maybe it first was about greed and just being money hungry, and then it led to something else. And you're like, I cannot believe that I walked away from this person because I got greedy. Maybe it wasn't even greedy with money. It could have just been greediness with being selfish, or like, I just want to be single. I don't want anybody else. I just want to have fun, right? Page of Pentacles, be playful, be a kid. Something like that. Or, you know, now it's kind of like somebody's coming in with an apology. Say, look, I have a message for you. I'm being completely honest here. This is why I walked away from you, or this is why I didn't take the cup before. I'm sorry. This is the I'm sorry card. I feel a lot of regret. Somebody beat themselves up pretty badly, not physically, but you know what I mean, mentally probably, because of they missed out on this initially. But it looks like this person is realizing some things. They're going to come in and communicate because they know, again, they can't keep missing this person, and they cannot keep feeling sorrowful and regretful and remorseful anymore, because it's not going to help them. And again, missing this person isn't going to do anything. It won't attract this. So this person's coming in with a small offer. Could very well just start off with an apology, with communication. This person knows they have to be honest. They're trying to regain the trust of this other individual that they broke the trust from, or where the trust was broken. And this person knows that this is something new for them, that they have to come forward and say, okay, you know what? I have to say something here. Things need to change. And the divine's coming in to change things. It's a 10. Cycles are ending and new ones are beginning. So this communication is going to kickstart the shift in the cycle between you and another person. This person knows if they don't communicate something, that nothing is going to shift. So whoever's making this communication, it's going to cause a huge sudden change in your life and in that person's life. This is also about breaking those karmic patterns of being in this energy, and to stop having those dark thoughts, and to fall into mental despair, mental anguish. This is hopeless. There's no way this person's going to accept my apology. There's no way this person's going to accept this cup from me. But this person had to get grounded and get more stable and start to believe in that again. And be like, I can't be in this unhappiness anymore. If I want this, I need to go after it. I need to say something. I need to communicate and say, look, I'm very sorry for what happened, but this had to happen. If this is your actual person from God, all of this stuff had to happen in order to fulfill the prophecy. Okay? In order to fulfill the contract that you two signed. Because both of you had to learn about this unconditional love and forgiveness and self-love. Okay? All of you had to go through all of this stuff to understand this. This is why it's the first card in this stack of cards. And this person's like, I got to communicate if I want things to shift. And things will shift when that communication comes in. Secrets are going to be revealed. This person's like, I cannot hide my feelings anymore. And again, with the Pisces energy right here. Okay? I cannot hide this. There's also receiving those downloads and insights, listening to your intuition and saying, you know what? You have to really listen to what we're telling you. This high priestess comes in to bring balance to connections that are disharmonious. She's trying to balance both people out. She's trying to balance the connection out. There's two twos here. Okay? Partnerships. Balancing the partnership here so that both of you are fully aligned and you're ready to move on to the next phase, the next journey of your mission or whatever it is that God's asking you to do. This person knows that they need things to change, make decisive moments. It's time to come forward with the truth, with communication to reveal what you have been hiding. You can't keep these secrets in anymore, Scorpio. You're going to have to reveal it or say something. You got to take that leap of faith. Why? Because your guides, your angels, your spirit team, everyone's been telling you, hey, Scorpio, it's time to move. It's time to communicate. We want this Wheel of Fortune to move in a forward direction, but you need to be the one, or your person needs to be the one to communicate, to offer the apology, to say something. You cannot keep hiding anymore. And I think you guys were getting that message for a couple of weeks. It's time to come out of hiding. Take that leap of faith. Look at all the major kana in a row here. This is Aquarius energy. I got to do the right thing. I got to take that major risk. I got to have faith in this. God's telling me everything's going to be fine. I'm not listening to what the outside world's telling me. I'm listening to what God, my angels, my ancestors are telling me, what my internal guidance is telling me. My intuition keeps saying it's time to come out of hiding. It's time to reveal the truth, your secrets, your hidden emotions, all of that stuff that you've been hiding behind the curtain. It's time to come back from, it's time to come out of the curtain, Scorpio, and jump in and do it. And just take that leap of faith and do it. Embrace the unknown. Do not get caught up in what you can't see, Scorpio. If you're being led to this intuitively, if you're having dreams, if your internal guidance system is leading you to do this, then you need to trust in the unknown. You need to trust in the universe, to trust in God. Don't worry about what's in the future. Worry about the present moment. But God is telling you, your guides are telling you, it is time to come out of hiding and start doing something that you've never done. You really got to trust your intuition on this. Start this new journey now by following your heart, by following and trusting your intuition. Can't go wrong with that because that is God speaking to you. That's your eternal guidance system. The Five of Swords. You're ready to jump in and do this, Scorpio, because you're ready to win. You're going to win this battle. You're so dead set. This is winning at all costs, but in a positive light. You're going to stand up for yourself and you're going to go do something differently. You know things need to change. It's another 5. We've got 2 2s and 5 5s. There's major changes happening here. That's the Wheel of Fortune. It's a huge cycle ending and another one's beginning. You know there needs to be a change. And you're going to go out there and say, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to win this challenge. I'm going to win this battle. I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm going to go forward with this because this is what God wants me to do. I know I took advantage of somebody. I know it was belittling and condescending. I know I didn't do right by that person. But I'm not going to let that person walk away from me ever again. That's what I just heard. This person's very determined because they're following their heart. They're really, really wanting this connection right here. That's why they're coming in. See how this is the first card and the last one? Conflict of resolution right here. No more challenges, no more arguments, no more conflicts, no more hostilities. No more trying to hurt the other person before they hurt them. But when that person realized what they were doing to that other person, they got hit the hardest. Because they didn't realize that that person was finally going to fully walk away from them. Because maybe you or your person, Scorpio, you would say something to them, insulting, hurtful, and then you just walk away, be like, oh, I win. I win the argument. I beat them because I didn't want to feel defeated. I projected my hurt onto them because I didn't want to get hurt. And you kept doing that with your person. And it was a never-ending cycle. It was a karmic pattern that you did because you didn't really heal from your childhood wounds. You kept trying to hurt other people before you felt hurt, before you would get hurt. So there was more like, I'm going to win at all costs. I'm just going to do whatever it takes to keep me from feeling defeated. Because you probably were always defeated by somebody else, and that was a programming that you couldn't get away from. It was a it was a negative karmic pattern that you kept repeating. And this is kind of like you wanted it your way, the highway. Instead of taking the high road, you tried to win the argument. You tried to win the battle. And what happened with your person was that when you did it again, they said they came back at you. They stood up for themselves and said, you know what? To hell with this. I'm walking away from this. If you can't be honest, because this is dishonesty, you can't be honest and you keep coming at me like this, when I'm trying to give you true love here, when I'm trying to, when I'm trying to give you true love, I'm trying to like resolve this with you, but you're not budging or you keep doing this to me, then I'm walking away. For good. And you were probably like, oh shit. What did I do? And then there's this. But again, you know you can't stay in this for too long. There's somebody here. This person walked away from you a long time ago. A long time ago. And you've gotten to the point where you miss this person way too much and you thought you can try to replace them. You thought that like dating other people or it could even be a job, guys, because I'm picking very strongly up on between two people, okay? I'm just going through a whole story between two people. So it could be a job, all right? Take it how it resonates, please. If this is not your story, then it's not your story, okay? But this person was like, I can't go through with this anymore. I keep trying to fill a void. I date other people. I try to find other jobs. I find things a little bit fulfilling, but it's not this. Especially if it's relationships, guys. Whoever this is, it's not this. They kept trying to find this somewhere else, and they couldn't do it. Why? Because this is a fated, destined connection. The person that was brought to you was your blessing. The person that was brought to you was the one that God created for you. This is your counterpart, your kingdom spouse. And it took you some time to realize that you cannot escape your destiny. This is a fated connection. And you're like, I cannot be this anymore. I cannot worry about the past. I have to let go of it. And I just have to embrace the unknown and go after this person. Because this is essentially what you want. what you've always wanted. You just didn't really see this for what it was. And your person didn't either. Again, you both had to learn what this connection was. So now you're like, okay, I can't be in this anymore. I can't be unhappy anymore. I can't lie to myself. And at some point you forgot that that was still there. It was just a matter of you healing and becoming grounded and stable and taking care of your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, your wellness, all that stuff. And you're like, yeah, I got to put in the hard work. I got to keep my eye on the prize. And then you start to realize, you know what? Those cups are still there. And God was telling you, it's still here, Scorpio. It's still here. All you need to do is communicate. You don't have to worry because this is destined. It's fated. It's spiritually guided. Okay? Again, it's deep soul connection right there. What the hell card am I looking for? The Fool. Again, it's time to come out of hiding. It's time to live your new life. And this is the life that you want to live, which will most likely, for some, lead to the 10 of Cups. Okay? Forgiveness is a big lesson that is being learned here, guys. Forgiveness and just accepting things for the way they were. Just accept the past. You learn from the past and you move on. You move on to bigger and better things, guys, because the past is here to teach you some serious things. And again, it's about change. Changing how we look at things, changing how we look at people, love, changing how we relate to others. Okay? And how unconditional love is the one thing that's ultimately going to heal everybody. What is the obstacle in this situation? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirius. Please and thank you. Oh my God. Wow. I don't know if you saw that, guys, but look what flipped almost outside of my altar here. It's the Three of Swords in the reverse. Ooh. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So the obstacle here for some of you Scorpios was a matter of like just resisting or being stubborn with regards to healing. Or making amends. Or the misunderstandings about this connection, like I said. Some of you may have been a little bit stubborn with regards to, or this is still an obstacle for some of you. You're still a little bit stubborn with regards to doing the emotional healing. That's why maybe some of you are still stuck in the Five of Cups energy. I'm disappointed. I feel sad. You're in separation, but separation is for you to heal. It's for you to grow, learn, and evolve. Again, the big lesson is about forgiveness and understanding what unconditional love really is and self-love, guys. If you guys haven't learned that lesson yet, then this is what you're here to learn. Okay? This in reverse is forgiveness. Let go of the hurt, the pain, and the suffering. You put yourself in that situation. God wants you to understand that you don't have to go through all this. You have to have that power to get out of that pain and suffering. And if you're in separation with somebody, it's to get you to heal. And you need to learn how to be patient. You have to release the need for wanting this person to come back quickly or having them heal fast or you want to heal fast. No, healing takes a long time, Scorpio. It took me years to get to where I'm at. With my connection with my counterpart, it'll be 7 years in August, okay? I didn't listen to my internal guidance and didn't start doing my healing until 3 years into it. So I'm going about, what, 4 years-ish with where I'm at now. It took me 4 years to get to where I'm at now. It doesn't mean it's going to be like that for everybody, but it took a long time for my heart to heal. There was a lot of damage there, and I know for my person, there was more damage than what I had. You have to allow this person the time to heal, Scorpio. And if this is you, you have to give yourself the time to heal. Everybody needs to be patient when it comes to healing. If you're a divine counterpart and you're in separation, separation is required so that you can do the full healing. Because if your person's still around, you're still going to feel that energy or the pain from the past. If you can't let go of that past, you're still going to stay stuck in this pain and suffering right here, in this sorrow, this regret, this grief. This is also depression. Please be careful if you are depressed. There is no need to be depressed over this, please. Somebody feels really, or maybe you were depressed because of what you did when you realized who this person was to you. It was just a huge lesson for you to learn, Scorpio. Don't worry so much about this. There's a lot of heartbreak here. It's kind of like you lost somebody when you never really did. You just had to really understand why things happened the way that they did. 5 of Cups. Everything happens for a reason, and you just accept that because it was the way it was supposed to happen. For you to really do the hard work with healing. Because when your broken heart doesn't heal fully, guess what? You will continue to have unfulfilling relationships. A broken heart does not attract the 2 of Cups, period. I know for me, going through that heartbreak was to get me to learn a lesson. Every time I went to another relationship, I was not healed. And guess what I was retracting? Guess what I was attracting? I was attracting more heartbreaking relationships. Okay? Like attracts like. I didn't take my time to heal. I just needed to fill a void. That got me into a whole world of trouble. Until I finally learned my lesson, and I spent years in solitude doing the healing. And I am the most powerful I've ever been, and I will do it all over again if I could. Because what I learned from all this was greater than I could have ever imagined. What I lost, what's it called? I gained way more from this whole journey, this whole connection with my counterpart, than what I lost. I gained a sense of self. I learned how to love myself. I do this for a living now. I teach, I inspire, I encourage. I help to heal others. I see the growth of others. And it's one of the greatest feelings ever. But I know I had to do all of that work on my own. It was necessary. I saw the silver lining in it all. I had to lose something big to gain something greater. I was actually gaining myself back. That's what that was. Standing on my own 2 feet. And really seeing divinity within myself and within other people. And being able to ascend so much so to do this work. Because if I wouldn't have healed this, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. So some of you really got to give yourself time to heal. Because when you fully heal the heart chakra, that's when the 2 of Cups comes in. This is agape, right? The highest frequency. This is not the highest frequency. You got to be vibrating at this. You cannot be in this. You have to release. And forgiveness is the big thing here. Some of you, it's still an obstacle. You're having a hard time forgiving because you feel stubborn. Well, no, they have to do right by me. When you forgive someone, it does not mean that they win. It does not mean that they're better than you, or that you threw in the towel, or you're like, oh, well, then that means like I'm the idiot. It does not. It helps you to free you of your karma, and it helps you to move on. Because with lack of forgiveness, there's bitterness, there's resentment, there's anger. You still have the sorrow and the grief there. That lowers your vibration to the point where it can get so dangerous, especially if you fall into depression. It can be very dangerous and detrimental to your health. And we have the Nine of Swords here, and that wreaks havoc on your body, your mind, and your soul. There is such a thing, supposedly, about people dying from heartbreak. Okay? That's why God doesn't want us to be in this. He wants us to work on the healing. If you really want the love of your life in your life, you got to stop being stubborn and do the work and really let go of this. And you have to learn how to forgive. This is when two people learn what forgiveness is. They forgive each other. Because without the shit that they went through, they wouldn't be their high vibrational selves. They wouldn't be fulfilling what God wanted them to fulfill as their mission. If this wasn't their person, it wouldn't have been meant to be. But in order to get this type of love, guys, you have to go through that pain. With pain and heartbreak comes great wisdom. Through pain and suffering comes great wisdom. It's the King of Cups. Because you end up filling your heart with the divine love of God. When you forgive yourself and others, you feel so free as a bird. And all of these beautiful things come to you. And forgiveness is a hard thing for people to do. Why? Because it's a divine state of being. We live most of our lives as distorted beings, not divine beings. We are divine, but a lot of us don't embody it. And when we don't have forgiveness in our hearts, we're operating from a distorted energy. And when you're distorted, you can't attract the miracles and the blessings into your life. It's not it's not on the same frequency. So some of you need to continue working on your healing. Okay? Even if the separation's long. If you really want to know, the separation that I'm in now, it's been 2.5 years. It's my longest ever. And all the other ones have been about a year long or so. But am I still in pain? Do I still feel sorrowful? Do I still feel grief? Am I still crying about it? Absolutely not. I'm living my best life. I'm fulfilling my contract with God. I am fulfilling my mission. That's what God wanted me to do first. And he wanted me to clear all of this. And it wasn't just the pain and suffering that I went through from my connection with my counterpart. It was all the other heartbreaks that I never healed from. Even all the other stuff that I saw from childhood. Even everything that I took on from my ancestral patterns, from my past lives. That's a lot of healing to do, guys. Remember, it's not just your counterpart that you're dealing you're going through this pain with. Okay? It's a lot of other stuff. Think about it. Did you ever really heal from all of your other relationships? Did you heal from stuff that you might have experienced from your childhood? Do you even know what happened in your past lives? Did you clear out karma in your past lives? That could very well what's bringing into this Three of Swords right here. You got to finish what you started. You got to take your time to heal this, guys. But what you gain in return, it's going to be this. This is part of what you will receive as a great reward, okay? And some of you, your ego is getting in the way. Stubbornness and ego, pride and ego is getting in the way, Scorpio. I don't know what else to tell you. Whoever screwed you over, really look at it differently. Who were they? What were they to teach you? The greatest challenges that we get involved with people, they're our greatest teachers. Did they let you walk all over you? I mean, did they walk all over you? Did you allow them to do that? Did you ever really stand up for yourself? The first sign of them betraying you or taking advantage of you, did you do anything about it? Did you allow them to continue to hurt you? If that's repetitive, Scorpio, that's on you. And I can say that because that's exactly what I did in every relationship that I had. I was a huge doormat. That was my doing. The first time around, fine. The second, third, fourth, 10 times, nope. That was my fault. I had to be Five of Swords Ascendant, so I had to stand up for myself and say enough is enough and learn how to say no and learn how to walk away, which I rarely ever did until it just like fell apart or God just like ended it, or in like my marriage, I was the one who walked away. All the other ones with the doormat, I'll be completely honest here. Every single relationship I was in, I was also cheated on. And you know what I've done? I've forgiven every single one of them. I feel so at peace with myself because why? It takes two to tango. I learned a lot of lessons from that. I had very low self-esteem and very low self-worth, which caused me to be in those relationships. This is low self-esteem. This is low self-worth. I was afraid to take matters into my own hands. It was about like leadership and courage and confidence. I know who I am and I know what I want, and I can stand up for myself, and I'm not afraid to take on any challenge. It's like I'm preparing for battle here. For me, I would run away from the battle. That's not what we're here to do. So I had to learn a lot from all of those relationships, which I finally did. And I said, I really need to take my time and heal from all of this. And when I did that, everything started to fall into place. And that's how I'm able to teach others. Because the life that I live now is a life that I didn't expect to live. It's completely different than what I ever expected. But I had to take my time to heal. The whole pride and ego thing, no. That's got to go. Stubbornness, pride and ego. Now, ego can even be with fear, guys. You gotta really learn how to be patient here. Patience really is a virtue. God really rewards those who are very patient. Okay? You got to take responsibility for your actions. There's accountability here. You got to get back to being in a stable state. Because this pain here, this heartache, it's not for your highest good. It's not going to help you. You really got to focus on working very hard on your emotional state of being here and healing that heart. Okay? The others of you, somebody's coming in with an offer, a very serious offer of commitment. They want to come in. It's not just an apology, but they're like, I want this commitment with you. I want to reconcile. This is reconciliation. I talked about that. They're letting go of the past. They're letting go of what happened to them before you, what happened with you. They did a lot of healing during separation. They're overcoming the sorrow. There's a huge recovery here with this person. They're feeling a lot more hopeful. They're feeling optimistic. This Knight of Pentacles has renewed hope for the future. And that's what this person is having. Because they really see the silver lining. They see the forest through the trees. God has revealed to them why they had to go through what they went through. And what this connection is. So now they're releasing the pain that came from all of this, the disappointment, the regret, the remorse. And they're coming in to reconcile. They're going to be asking for forgiveness. But they're going to make a very serious offer here. And I said they won't take no for an answer. This person worked very hard on this offer, whatever this is. Could be money, could be an engagement, could be a trip, could be whatever. Because commitment, okay? This person was planning this out, every detail. Could even be an outing or something like that, or a date or whatever. This person was working very hard on this. They were planning something, or they've been planning something in great detail. And they're continuing to move forward with this, even though it's the slowest energy here, the slowest night. This person's still remaining hopeful and optimistic that there will be a reconciliation here. Because this person's trying to prove to the other person that they hurt that they're very serious about having this with them, this love with them, this connection with them, this partnership. They're ready for a partnership. See, they're ready to take that leap of faith, to move to the next phase. They're like, I need to do something big. This person wants to show you through actions how they feel about you and how serious they are about this commitment. Because this, I call this, I was talking to my client, I think I said in the live last week, I call this the no fuck up card. Because this Knight of Pentacles doesn't mess up. He does not want to mess up. That's why he takes his time. He pays attention to all the details, crosses all the T's and dots all the I's. Puts a lot of hard, tremendous effort and hard work into this plan, into this offer. He wants to get it right this time around, which is why he's been taking a long time to come forward with this. And in the meantime, he's still remaining hopeful that when he comes in with this, that it's going to be accepted and not rejected. He's very hopeful because of all that hard work he put in. And he's also being optimistic, which is helping him to manifest this acceptance of this offer. Okay? This is the most loyal, trustworthy, and devoted of all the knights. So if you're doubting if this person is being honest, you are getting into your ego. Because this card right here, this person is incredibly trustworthy. And he took a while to come forward with this because, again, he wants to get it right. He doesn't want to screw up this time. And he's being optimistic because he's like already visualizing he's going to be a success. He's overcome the self-sabotaging, the beating himself up. He understands this now. He's coming forward because he wants to clear up the misunderstandings. He's got a lot of confidence and gusto here to move forward with this because he's built up a lot of confidence. He went through all that spiritual warrior training to get to the Six of Wands. There's great success here. This is also telling me that this person has healed tremendously. They put a lot of hard work into their healing. I mean, a lot, guys. And it took them a long time to heal as well. They've completed a major milestone with their healing. That's why they're being confident and they're trusting in themselves that when they come with this offer, that, you know, it's going to be accepted. They're already visualizing this success because they know if they put in this much hard work into their healing, which is what God asked them to do, God is going to bless them with the Two of Cups. That's the reward that the Knight of Pentacles gets, that you get, Scorpio, for doing the hard work with healing that broken heart. Healing through the pain and suffering. All right, let's see what the lesson here is. These cards, man, jeez, wow. 2 major arcana. We got 5 major arcana, guys. The Hierophant and Temperance. We've got Taurus and Sagittarius energy. There's a lot of earth here. All right. So, this night here, I said, very serious offer of commitment. There it is. This person is not playing around at all. They know this connection is divinely guided. I said that. This is a deep spiritual connection right here. This is the beginning stages of this new love here, of this new partnership. But they have to have that heart-to-heart conversation. They need to exchange the cups. They need to do the whole forgiveness piece and to continue the healing going forward. They need that conflict of resolution. This person is also going to extend an olive branch here. They're being divinely guided to do this. That's why they're feeling a lot more optimistic and hopeful, because God is helping them with this. And he knows that this connection is ordained by God. I said, this is your kingdom spouse, your God-ordained spouse. It's right here. And God's giving the encouragement to this person to come forward with this offer. This is also the twin flame angel, as they call it. She's coming in to bring peace, balance, and harmony back into this connection. She's bringing equilibrium. This is perfect orchestration. God and the angels are completing the perfect orchestration for this night to come forward to get things going to start this. Okay? This is going with the flow and trusting in your divine guidance. Some of you need to learn to be patient. Again, that's patience right here. Again, with the challenges, there's another 5. There's major changes coming, guys. Major changes. Huge shifts. For some of you, you got to let go of the status quo. Okay? Other people are like, oh, that person screwed you over. You can't forgive them. So many people are like, I can't forgive that person. I can't forgive that person. I would take a look at that person's life and see, do they have the 2 of Cups in their life? Are they living happily ever after in their life? I wouldn't think so. They may be faking their happiness, though. Are they living an amazing life? I don't know anyone who would be bitter and angry because they can't forgive somebody who's like married to their kingdom spouse. Okay? There is marriage for some of you here. And this Knight of Pentacles, it's serious offer commitment. They're like, yeah, I want to marry you. This is how serious I am with this. I want this. This is what God gave to me. I want God to oversee this. Some of you may be getting married traditionally. This could be a very traditional person. All right. But this person wants marriage. And the others of you, this is about letting go of that status quo stuff. You need to create your own belief system. Some of you could have been through a divorce and you have these false beliefs about marriage. All right? Maybe you think marriage is never 50-50. Or it's like, I'll never get married again because I was betrayed and I kept being taken advantage of and all this other stuff. But think about why that was. Okay? It's not one-sided. I thought the same thing, especially in my marriage, and I just realized, oh, wait a minute. I was the doormat. I could have put an end to all that. And when I started to do that, and my person was still like, nope, I can't change. Okay. Then this is not for me. God said, Jess, it's time to jump. So some of you have these false belief systems about religion, about marriage. You got to let go of that societal conditioning here. Start creating your own belief system. Some of you might be too traditional. You got to go with the status quo. You got to follow like some sort of rule book. Following institutions, following what society tells you to do, instead of just going with the flow. Do what comes naturally to you. Because when you are following like what everybody else is doing, a particular structure, you know, the traditions, doing things that everybody else does. You must do that. You must do this. It's like when you go to church, right? You have to do this thing and you have to kneel this way and you have to do the communion and you have to do whatever, right? Or like when you get married by the Catholic Church, you got to go through the counseling and you got to go on these retreats and you have to do this and you have to do the paperwork and you have to prove that and you have to do this. Seriously? To get married? What does that mean? We get too socially conditioned to do what like man wants us to do instead of doing what God wants us to do. God wants us to do things that are natural to us. It's of the divine order, not by what man is telling us to do. And if you're getting hang-ups about religion and marriage and stuff like that, you might want to look at it a little bit differently. Especially if you've been married before. And there's something about not being able to forgive an ex-spouse or something for somebody. I gotta say, guys, you have free will, but this is what I'm always going to teach. You cannot have the true love of a lifetime come into your life if you cannot forgive. It's just not vibrationally in alignment, period. You got to be patient. You got to wait to see who God brings to you. And if God has already brought you your person, then you got to go through all the hard shit to clear the low vibrational energies for you to get to union with self so you can call your person in. And you have to trust in divine timing and you have to go with the flow. This is about the healing again. There's emotional imbalance. Do what comes naturally to you. Take your time. Be patient. Go with the flow. It's nature's timing. The union will happen when the universe says it is the right timing. We have two divine timing cards now that I'm looking at it. The Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. There's a lot of majors here, guys. A lot of major lessons to learn. A lot of major transitions. You have to trust in divine timing and let the love come to you. If you've already met your person, trust in the universe. God has to do the healing work with your person, and God has to do the healing work with you. Because God wants perfect orchestration in this union, in this marriage, in this connection. He's the one who has full control over the counterparts. So take that how it resonates. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. Stop getting defensive and egotistical and prideful and stubborn. You gotta get grounded. You really have to see things from a different light here. You can't give up on this. You can't give up on love, okay? But again, the hard work has to be done. You really think God is going to give you the love of a lifetime when you don't do anything. It's kind of like you're trying to get a promotion and you sit there reading the Washington Post the whole time and drinking your Starbucks. If you were a boss, would you give that person a raise? Would you give that person a promotion? I think not. And I would hope that you wouldn't expect to get promoted either if that's what you were doing at your job. So how do you think that God's going to give you this highly spiritual, deep connection with someone, this true love here when, oh my God, thank you, Spirit. Look who we got here. How do you expect God to give you that when you don't do the work and when you're not patient? You are on God's time, not on your time. And it's according to God's plan, not yours. Look what we have. This is a very powerful combination. Here are some very powerful counterparts. We have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. This is very, very divinely guided with Temperance. Wow. I just noticed this. Do you have any idea how divinely favored this connection is, Scorpio? You are highly protected by God, by the archangels. Oh my goodness. These two people, when they come together, they're going to be incredibly powerful. And they're going to be very powerful spiritual leaders too. They're very closely connected to God. Very. And they're very gifted too. They've been blessed with some serious divine gifts is what I'm hearing. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you, Spirit, for having me go back to the cards. But again, stop putting up walls. You got to let your guard down a little bit, Scorpio, to let the love in. And just go through your healing and just take all the time that you need. For the person who's about to offer the commitment, who's going to come in with communication and all these other things, the marriage, the proposal, don't give up on this, okay? Don't give up on this love because, look, this was created by God. It's a bond that cannot be broken. God is overseeing this, which is why God is leading you to do this. You are going to get what you've been desiring. You just have to continue to persevere with that Knight of Pentacles and stay determined. Determination, perseverance, true grit. Stay the course. Have faith. You're being tested to see how badly you want this, Scorpio. Are you going to go after it or are you not? You are so close to achieving this. You have no idea. This is the last challenge. It's the last test of faith Scorpio, that you need to pass before you have this union with your person. Before you have what you've been really desiring. Don't give up. You are so freaking close. Okay? You have so much support by God and the angelic realm. It's not even funny. And you guys have a very serious spiritual mission. Okay? What I'm hearing is that whoever this is for, where's the Two of Cups? This is a true twin flame connection because of how spiritual it is and how spiritually guided it is. This is a real, real, real one. These are true, true, true twins. They've got a very high spiritual mission on this earthly plane. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Oh my God, Ace of Cups at the top of the deck. See, the blessing from God. You're ever doubting that this is true love? Here it is. Here it is. And again, the others of you, you got to work on the self-love. That's what I was talking about. You got to find your own fulfillment. Your person is not going to fulfill you. Oh my goodness gracious. Gosh, Scorpio, you keep getting all these powerful readings. Oh my God, is that really the time? Okay, guys, I need to go pick up my son soon. All right. My guys are already telling me, don't worry. There's no need to rush. What is the guidance for Scorpio? Please and thank you. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. Please and thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Money. Find a way to abundance. Oh, I talked about a King of Pentacles with the greediness. Opportunity knocks. Go for it. What did I say? Don't give up. You need to do this. You need to do this. Whoever is listening to, whoever this message is for. Money. Don't worry. You will find a solution to gain the money you require. Though you may have suffered a misfortune such as unemployment or encountered financial difficulties, know that there are always people around to help. There is always a way out. Find your internal fortitude and guiding light to persist in gaining back what you have lost. Do your best. Do the best you can with what you have, and if you need help, ask for it. Things will get better. Your mantra is, I have faith that a solution is possible. We talked about faith. And if it's not money, guys, have faith that a solution is possible because, look, opportunity knocks. New opportunities are coming your way. Brilliant ideas, educational possibilities, new friends, expanding your potential and opening yourself to greater possibilities. You are a good team player and have gained respect from your work colleagues and peers. You have a good reason to feel proud of your achievements and attitudes towards yourself and others. Embrace this new endeavor with this raw creative energy. Go for it. It is time to dazzle yourself and stretch your wings and fly. Mantra, I am open to the new possibilities to expand my potential. Oh my gosh. And when I say potential, look what's underneath the opportunity knocks card. Potential. Think big for your future. Creative wonderment. Follow your passion. Maybe you guys are just disappointed because you're, life is just not working out for you, or like you're not happy in your job. I talked about that, like walking away from what doesn't fulfill you. Go find some like-minded people. But you got to change some stuff about what's going on in your world first, Scorpio. I'm going to give you a bonus card. Every time when it flips upside down, it's a huge message about keeping the faith. See? We've heard that 3 times. There will come a time when you believe everything is finished. That will be the beginning. Louis L'Amour. L'Amour. All right, Scorpio. Those are your messages. I hope this helped you. Okay? If you would like to get supplemental readings for these weeklies that I do on YouTube for free, sign up for a Capella membership. You get exclusive content. I do all types of stuff depending on the tier that you sign up for. I mean, you can get the daily guidance and guided meditation for as little as $5.55 a month. You can cancel at any time. You don't have to sign anything. You're not obligated. If you don't like it, fine. You can cancel. If you get what you need from it, you can cancel. No hard feelings, okay? Again, I do all this extra content to help more with your healing and your ascension process, your spiritual growth. It helps to add more guidance to what you get for your zodiac sign readings for the week or whatever you see on my channel, okay? There's a link in the description box to take you to the page with all the memberships. If you go to capellawellness.com, you go to the Capella membership section of the website, and you can get all of look at all the tiers there and just sign up. That will also grant you access, private access to my free mobile app. It does not oh my God, it does not cost anything for you to sign up to be part of my website, or to get access to my mobile app, okay? Any questions you may have, let me know, all right? If you don't feel like a stranger, you can reach out to me if you need to. All right, Scorpio, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.